Gacha gaming in 2026. I don't know what it's going to be like, but I feel like it's going to be crazier than 2025. Let me put you guys on game. Basically, in 2025, Gacha gaming was at its craziest state ever. I think this year alone, surprisingly, the year that does not even have Tectone in it, had to have had the most drama I've ever seen in like Gacha gaming over the years. The last big Gacha gaming drama we had was probably the Atsu and Tecto one, which happened in 2024, and that was a big one. But after that, there wasn't really much going on. This year, goodness, there has been so much drama, whether it's between games or communities or a patch of a game or YouTubers going at it. Let's talk about it. We had the Saint Tone Task and Glaive Kyo versus Zome drama, a drama that Zome started and ended up getting hurt the most from it. Zome is now averaging like 5,000 views a video, uploading once a week and getting dislike bomb galore. It's insane. And it's like, I wonder if Zome regrets doing what he did, right? Because realistically, in Zome's heart, he probably feels like what he said and how he feels is nothing but the truth. But the truth he talked about was not his truth. It was somebody else's truth. He didn't say anything about himself. He just said stuff about other people. Those other people came out with his truth, and his truth was just so bad that he could not even recover. Now he's getting dislike bomb galore, being called the Gacha Michael Jackson because he's not black, but used to go crazy with the words he was saying, claiming he was black. We've had the ongoing drama between Korobots and Hoyo Shills. I don't even know how that's still going on, because I feel like Genshin Impact is long gone. Like, no disrespect to my Genshin Impact players, but like, come on now. You can't sit there and say Genshin Impact is on top of the throne. You can't. It's not 2020 no more. It's not 2021. It's not even 2022. It's 2025. And 2025, I feel like the Gacha game that was really running it in 2025 was Wuthering Waves. Now, another Gacha game that came out that was deemed the best Gacha game in the last 5 years was Chaos Zero Nightmare, a game that I do play and I have fairly enjoyed. I'm not gonna lie, every single character I've gotten in that game is really, really good. And I think that's why it was the quote-unquote best Gacha game of all time, or at least in the last 5 years, because every single character in the game was good. There was obviously characters who were better than others, but the worst character was still a good character. And I think that game opened a lot of people's eyes and made them realize that this is just how all Gacha games should be, where all the characters are good in some way, shape, or form, but like you could still have better characters. I don't necessarily agree, and I don't disagree, but I don't care how Gacha games do their characters. I always want the best. That's just how it's gonna be in any game. I will always want the absolute best. If every single one of them are the absolute best, so be it. If only one of them is the absolute best, so be it. I only want the best of the best. And obviously with a game like that, of course people are gonna glaze you, because then you have games like Honkai Star Rail where when you go back to the game after not playing for 6 months, they're gonna tell you had to have summoned for the last 8 characters and their light cone. And someone actually said, no, you don't have to. When I downloaded Honkai Star Rail for Cyrene, you know what they told me? They said I could only summon for Cypher because with the characters I had before, which was Acheron and them, Cypher was the only character that I could actually make a viable team out of with my current account. Where when I come back to Wuthering Waves just a few days ago, all the characters I have on my account are still viable. Chang Li is still a top tier character. Shorekeeper is still a top tier character. The Elf Girl is still a top tier character. These are all characters I got months ago, heck, a year ago. So do you see a game that caters to the exact brand new meta versus games that like have stronger characters and have power creep but don't completely overshadow the old characters? I feel like Honkai Star Rail is a game. Basically, if you were to go on a tier list right now for Honkai Star Rail, from bottom to top, it would just be basically the release of characters. I'm gonna test it out. All right, so we're here on Pridewin's tier list. We're gonna go from the bottom all the way to the top with 5 stars, and I will tell you guys when these characters came out. I don't know exactly when they came out, but I'll tell you guys basically when these guys came out. So you were a starting character, you were the first ever banner, right? You were a starting character. You were not the first ever banner. You were like the, what, 4th or 5th or 6th banner? I don't know. You were free. You were like before, I think, Argenti. I believe you were before Argenti. I don't remember, but you guys all falling off dramatic. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. These characters, I get they're all old, but you're telling me this character is in T4, the second lowest, highest tier? And I get it. Again, Honkai Star Rail has had years but the way they go about their new content is as if like you cannot use this character. What is that? What the hell, right? And you keep going, boom, he came out after, she came out after, you came out after. All these characters came out basically the same time. Look, for the people who play Honkai Star Rail, I don't play Honkai Star like that. I don't know Honkai Star like that. Tell me, am I right or am I wrong here? Right? Are these, is this the banner releases? Acheron, Feijao, Buhil, they all came around the same time. Jade came out the same time. Silver Wolf, I think she just got a buff, hence why she's up there. Rappa, I think she came out the same time. Luocha, all these characters. I think all these characters here came out around the same time. Am I wrong? Maybe not Bronya, maybe not Ruame, maybe not Sparkle, maybe Robin. Yeah, she came out around this time. And then everybody in the highest tier, new, you got a buff, new. This is all of the last 2.0 patch. This right here is like some of the other characters from 2.0 and the 1 patch, I think, because of maybe I'm wrong, who knows? Maybe that was just the L take from me. So if I was wrong, let me know. If I was right, let me know. But either way, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, my Honkai Star Rail people. You guys are dangerous people. You guys don't like anything bad being said about your game. And I know what I just said wasn't anything bad, but you guys are gonna take it and turn it and twist it into something was bad. So I do want to give my honest to God apology before you guys come and take me out. But like I said, bro, I feel like 2025 has had to have the craziest drama sitch of like gacha gaming history. As for YouTubers, like I said, I think in 2026, let's just go into 2026 being positive. I don't know. We have Saint Tontas, who's like the new tech tone of gacha drama. Not in the sense of like he starts drama, just in the sense of like everybody goes for him for some god-awful reason. And I don't think what Saint Tontas be saying is crazy. I mean, at least from the stuff I've seen so far. I don't really watch Saint Tontas respectfully, but you know what I'm saying? Like, people go after him like he's the new Tectone, and it's just crazy, right? But hey, speaking of Tectone, I don't know if you guys have been seeing, but on Twitter, I don't know if that boy's going through something, but he's just hating on a lot of people lately. He's absolutely hating on Mr. Beast for getting into anime. He's hating on Kai Cenat for anything Kai Cenat does. I know he's hating on Nina Lin, which honestly, that's fair. I mean, she's a bit crazy. I don't know, Tectone. Could we get you back on Wuthering Waves for a day? That would make me happy, bro. Just come back to Wuthering Waves for one day. That would make me happy. But hey, I'm not gonna lie, I lost the plot of this video, so I'm just gonna wrap it up because only God knows what I've been talking about for the last 9 minutes. Let me know, bro. Fill me in with my bro. I hate when this happens to me. I talk for a good 9 minutes and I don't even know what I'm talking about. I literally just forgot this is what you call short-term memory. I literally just forgot what I've been talking about this whole 9 minutes. So somebody let me know the TLDR. I mean, I'll probably remember when I edit this video, but I'm gonna go get a quarter zip and matcha. I'm out, bro.